Flabonga, month Cuba. With Dale and Tony breaking all the rules. Talking tech, biz, and straight up chaos. Quick fire guests, oh yeah, we slay those.
Good afternoon. My name is Dale Rodriguez, and this is a Flabonga Month Cube. With me today, I've got my really cool guest.
I'm Josh. I'm the founder of Hyphen Digital.
Hyphen Digital. I mean, do you want Hyphen Digital in your little bio? Would you like that as well? Because
yes, I'll plug the brand.
Like that.
Of course.
Is that how you spell it? Is that type?
That's perfect. Yeah, spot on.
Is there a hyphen between hyphen and digital or not? Or was that too much? Is that too meta?
There's not. I did think about that, like with the email domain. I was like, that's just going to confuse people because it's like hyphen digital.
It would confuse people. Also, let's be honest. Email addresses, when they're difficult to say, we have to spell them often. It's just a pain in the backside. And I know this because I didn't realize my name was spelled so weirdly until I had to do my email address, Dayle. No one else spells it that way. Like very few people spell it that way. It's very annoying.
It's like you need the nice medium between. It's not the biggest domain name on the planet, and it's easy to spell.
Your browser has lost connection to your camera. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. I'm now staring at your beautiful picture.
That's just bizarre. This has never happened before, ever. Like, not once.
It's putting you on the spot now, big guy.
Well, it has. I'm going to unplug my camera to see what's going on, and let's see how well this goes. Knowing me, I'd probably accidentally unplug the microphone so you can't see or hear me. That would be. Thank you for rolling with it, by the way.
Oh, mate. Life happens.
Yeah. Okay, first one I want to ask you. How do you pronounce your surname correctly?
Good question. So
is it Probert? Is it Probert? Like what?
Probert. Yeah.
Probert.
So Probert.
Not Robert with a P.
Not right. Although that is the easiest way of getting people to spell it correctly. It's Robert with a P in front. Okay.
Have you looked up the history of your name? Because you're the only person I know who's got that surname. Obviously, probably your parents do. But like, what do you know? What the etymology of your name is, or where it came from, the history?
I believe it's Welsh. There was in the family home, there was like a certificate that was like, oh, your name is from here kind of thing. I think it's Welsh. But that's, I added Waters onto it like 2 years ago. So yeah, it's kind of a whole new entity now.
Okay. I feel like this is unfair because I can see you, but you can't see me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask people, anyone listening in on the comments, should I jump out of this and leave Josh to handle this stream solo for like 2 minutes, or should we continue this way? Let's see people, vote with what they say. So to the people watching this, should I keep going this way, or should I leave Josh for 2 minutes to handle you guys solo? Because this has never happened before.
Absolutely no pressure.
Do you know what the real issue is? Actually, I like seeing my own face. That's why it's all about my ego. Because I can't see myself, I'm upset. That's really what it is.
You need a new profile picture as well.
I know that one is disgustingly out of date. I am a good 5 years older than that picture. There's more grey hairs. I got a different haircut. I think I put on some weight as well. So
no, you've put on muscle, mate. There's a difference there.
That's very kind of you, but no, I've definitely put on some fat, some juicy fat. All right. Can you explain to our audience what is Hyphen Digital? What do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So Hyphen Digital is kind of simplest form. It's systems advisory and implementation for businesses that use Xero. So kind of use point, case point is business comes to us and they're currently using Excel to track projects or inventory. They're currently using whiteboards, which we kind of see a lot. And they either want to move to Xero or they're already on Xero just through their accountant and they want to look at an app that can integrate into that.
Okay.
So we do the whole evaluating the different tools in the market against their requirements. We'll then implement the tool for them and then support them in the long run as well.
Okay. Why do you do it?
So I've worked for 2 vendors in the Xero ecosystem now and handled a lot of prospect calls, sales calls, and there's always like a recurring theme of these SME business owners or op leads or finance leads don't necessarily know what they want, whether it's just down to like a lack of time. Like they have a day job to do. They don't want to have to then spend 6 weeks looking at different platforms and try and understand how that fits into the business. They just don't have the appetite for it. Like their boss has just told them, oh, we need a new project management tool. Or they've just done a quick Google and it just turns out that the platform that they're on a demo for is just like, it's clear it's not going to work. So the idea was, there's got to be almost an intermediary that sits between an SME and the Xero ecosystem that can help guide them to the right tool for their business, getting it set up the right way so they're super sticky from a vendor perspective, but they get most value from it and a return on investment, and then supporting them in the long run to get the most from that tool.
Okay. What is it you enjoy most about doing your work? Like, what's the satisfaction moment?
Good question. Helping people is always a nice thing. So when you put in like a project management tool, for example, and you start to see the WIP being tracked or timesheets going in and then invoicing and going into Xero, there's like a real tangible thing that you can see, especially when it starts to impact business decisions as well. I'm also very much the guy in the chair in like every really dodgy spy film. So I like being able to just kind of crack on, get a system implemented and get processes mapped from the comfort of my office, as opposed to, being out on the road every day.
That makes sense. What is your background in fintech? Like, where did you come from? What did you get trained in? How is it you've got into this?
Good question again. So my original background was I worked for a construction power tool supplier. I left that, and just as COVID kind of came around, I thought it was a great time to start Hyphen Business Solutions, like Hyphen 1.0, which, given the circumstances, we did pretty well. Made a profit, and I could afford rent. It then came to a point where I'd met my now wife, and we were looking to buy a house, and I kind of needed a job because I needed, pay slips and
income,
to get
pay slips, and proof of earnings. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I kind of fell into the Xero ecosystem through a construction project management app called Next Minute. Helps them expand into the UK. Started off as like a customer success manager, turned into head of customer success and a country manager. So kind of dealing with small trades, moving from pretty much no systems to a kind of entry-level system to help them get on top of all of their projects. Then flipped over to another Xero ecosystem vendor called Xero to help them expand into the UK as well, which was a bit more of a lightweight ERP. Still kind of seeing the same problems that we were seeing at Next Minute that we've already mentioned. And then just got to a point last year, it was like, my wife's pregnant, we're having a kid. So, why don't I, again, go for a world of pain and start a business at the same time that we've got a newborn? So whoever thought that was a good decision was a bit mental. Okay.
I'm going to go back a step. Could you explain to the audience or the uninitiated what is an ERP?
ERP is
enterprise resource planning. What does it do?
Yeah. So you might have heard of the likes of NetSuite, which is kind of a classic ERP, or you've got Odoo, which is kind of coming up, which is module based, but it's effectively like a platform that can handle multiple different things. So you might have an ERP that has its own accounting system in place, has its own purchasing system, it has its own project management, it has its own scheduling system. So it's a fancy way of kind of saying everything combined into one tool. Now, they are typically very, very, very expensive and typically overkill for the typical SME, where they can get kind of more value, definitely cheaper, by plugging in a best of breed approach from the Xero ecosystem. So you got your reporting app here, project management app here, inventory app here, all feeding into your one source of truth that is Xero. Okay.
Do you have a preferred ERP, or is it just based on the customer need, or do you not use them because you're working with SMEs?
We typically will try and avoid ERPs in general, because there is, enough value that can be derived from apps within the Xero ecosystem. In my opinion, whether people agree or not, you don't need to look at NetSuite until 25, 30 million plus. Even then, it comes down to what your current setup is, where you're struggling, and the return on investment that you can actually get. There is multiple tools in the Xero ecosystem that you could use that would arguably be more effective for you and give you a quicker ROI based on the implementation cost, license cost, all of that stuff.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I need to ask you a silly question.
Okay, yeah.
If you were a biscuit, what kind of biscuit would you be that accurately portrays your personality and why? But don't just pick your favorite biscuit.
Oh.
Let me zoom in for this. There you go, boom.
Let me zoom in on your static profile picture.
Yeah. I know. I feel I'm really sorry. This is very unfair. Usually my face is on this. I don't know why. The camera had a hiccup and now it won't reconnect. I mean, again, if you're okay, I will remove myself from the show and then see if I can log back in again. Do you want to give that a go?
No, it's fine. It's completely up to you.
You can handle the audience for another 2 minutes. I say the audience. There's only like 3 people listening, so I can't.
That's no, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't stress me. A biscuit that represents my personality is, I feel like Oreo. It's like a safe bet because everyone likes Oreos, and I'd like to think that I'm, a fairly likable person. Not like like by everyone, but fairly likable. You see an Oreo, you're not gonna. Who turns down an Oreo?
I mean, you are a likable fellow. I don't really like Oreos.
Oh, okay.
I know, but I get it. I get the gist of what you're saying. I don't want to be contrary. Yes, you're a likable fellow. Okay, time for another question. That's silly. Oh, Josh, do you want a serious question or a serious question? Your choice.
Whichever is coming off the tongue next.
Okay. So you're well immersed in the world of fintech, specifically for small to medium-sized entities. There's been a lot of change in terms of Xero changing their ecosystem, APIs, all that kind of stuff. Has that affected you? And do you think it affects the end users, i.e. the clients, not the accountants?
At the moment, it hasn't affected us. I think it's still too early days. Obviously, it's going to affect the vendors, and we might see, vendors disappear just because of the massive cost. Especially if you're pulling the chart of accounts, which is like $17,000 a month, which is a shame. So it might be a case that we can't recommend vendors because they don't exist. Realistically, will there be changes for end users? Yeah, license fees will probably go up because the vendors will have to mitigate that cost. But from an advisory point of view, we're still going to recommend kind of the best tools that are available to the SMEs. We're upfront around the costs. We give them a full breakdown of this is what your initial investment looks like from an implementation point of view, and this is what your ongoing investment looks like from licenses. So we're kind of very upfront about that as well. But it's just it's one of those. It's probably not going to change, so we just have to do our best to adapt to the environment.
Fair play. That's a really good answer. Thank you. We've got our first comment, by the way. We've got Marcus Batson just joined. Why is Dale hiding? Marcus, I'm not hiding. There's a camera issue. The first minute of this show, I was all on board. You can see my facial expressions, and it just disappeared. He says also, Marcus, good to see Josh on here. True, long overdue. We've known each other a while, and it's taken a while to get you on the show.
You were like one of the first people I think I told that I was going to propose, like back in the day,
many moons ago. So much has changed. I remember when we first met. We met up in London, and we went for noodles. Delicious.
We did.
For ramen.
Right by the office, and good to see that the meme king Marcus as well. We got a way to catch up his Photoshop skills, I think.
Okay, I'm going to go for another silly question. All right. What is your embarrassing song choice? The song that if you were down the pub with the lads per se, if they knew you like this song, they'd tease you for it. What's your embarrassing song? I'll go first if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, go for it.
Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone. I will put that on in the car, driving on the motorway. I'll belt it out. Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. See, I love that song.
Oh, that little trill
Yeah.
there.
A
It's
little bit of
beautiful.
vibrato. Yeah.
I mean, everyone loves a bit of Avril Lavigne, don't they? Like,
So that's your guilty pleasure song, yeah?
I mean, there is a lot of guilty pleasure songs.
Were
But
you a skater boy back in the day?
I was not a skateboarder. I'm like 6'5". Can you imagine me on a skateboard? I'm
You
like
could have
Bambi
been-
on ice.
You could have been amazing. I don't know.
No, absolutely not.
Wait, you're 6'5". You're that tall? I know you're taller than me, but
Yeah.
you're 6'5".
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm stood up right now, so I'm like,
Oh damn! I didn't realize you were that tall. How did I not notice that when we were together? Okay. In that case, I've got to ask an obvious question. Did you ever play basketball, Josh?
I did not play basketball.
Did you play netball,
I was
Josh?
terrible. I didn't play netball. I played rugby instead.
Okay, fair enough. What position did you play?
Second row flanker.
Yeah. Do you still play?
No, I retired at the age of 16 because I was injured every single season.
Yeah, that's the thing with rugby. Like, I always get hurt. Oh, look, we've got Florentina in the comments too. Florentina Sandwich, she's awesome.
Hello.
I was about to ask, where are you, Dale? Nice to see you, Josh. Has the tea question been asked? Have I missed it? Florentina, thank you for the reminder. We're going to ask, actually, no, we'll ask the tea and or coffee question. And Josh, I know you've watched it a few times, so you might know this already, but are you a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, Josh?
Coffee, hands down.
Okay, we'll circle back to the tea thing because I assume you've made a cup of tea at some point in your life.
I have made a cup of tea. Yes.
Okay. So this is the coffee question in honor of my co-host Tony Stevenson, who couldn't be with us today for various reasons. Josh, when you're out and about, having a coffee, you probably have your local coffee shop or an artisanal branch or brand that you like. But if there is no artisanal good, I'm using air quotes here, no one can see it, place to go, what chain place are you going to if you have to go to a chain?
Oh, darn! I'm really bad for going to Starbucks.
Yeah, you like a good Starbucks, do you?
I'm just like sucked into their reward system.
Yeah, how many? What is their reward system? I've never really been to Starbucks. Only been a couple of times. What is there? How many cups you get?
It's like it's like based on stars, and if you get 500 stars, you get a free drink.
500.
500. Yeah.
What's the pound to star conversion ratio? Do you have to buy £500 worth of drinks? Because that's a lot of drinks.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I hope it's not that bad. I'm currently at about 8,000 stars.
Oh wow!
So the trick is that you only redeem the stars for like the largest drink possible, because otherwise it's just a waste. So it's like every time me or Jem want like a large coffee, we'll get it for free. If we get a regular one, you pay for it because we want to get the most out of your free rewards.
You know what? Thing is, the problem with not having my face on the screen is I usually react to these things, and then people react to my reactions. You can't react to my face, so I've got to try and describe what I'm doing. Yes, what you said made perfect sense. I agree. Okay, now for the tea question that Florentina's talking about. Okay, when you make a cup of tea, there's some steps you've got to do. What order do you do those steps in? And you will be judged harshly depending on how you answer. And I'll judge you. I was going to your face, but we're not face to face. But you know what I mean.
So, cup, obviously, tea bag, water. Let it brew, like 60 seconds, 2 minutes. Then wring the tea bag out, take it out of the cup. Put your milk in. Bob's your uncle.
Where would the sugar go if you need sugar in it? Before or after the milk?
Oh, after the milk.
After the milk? Why after the milk?
I don't know. I think it's because I typically never make tea with sugar. So it's just kind of like an afterthought. It's like, oh, you want sugar? Okay, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I think. I mean, we'll let the audience decide because this has been going on for a couple of weeks in terms of like how you make the tea. I think the audience will be happy with that. I say that's how I would do it. By the way, what you just said, it makes sense.
Good.
But some people put the milk in first over the tea bag, which is outrageous.
No, if you're in the States, you microwave water because they don't have kettles.
They don't have kettles. I know. Such an advanced country, don't have kettles. Absurd. Absolutely absurd.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things over there, that's probably quite low on the list at the moment.
Yeah. But let's not go into politics. Let's not do that. Again, would you like a serious question next or a silly question next?
Go serious.
Okay. What are your thoughts and/or opinions on AI in the accounting/bookkeeping space?
Oh.
I ask all the good questions, don't I?
You do. It's a very serious question. I think before anyone looks at AI,
Mm.
you have to evaluate your data quality.
Okay.
It comes back to the polite way is garbage in, garbage out. So
Yep.
if your data there is garbage, then the AI output is going to be garbage.
Okay.
So there is multiple kind of housekeeping tasks that you have to do before that. Do I think that AI is going to replace people? No. Do I think it's going to make life a little bit easier? Yes. But personally, I think there will always be an oversight level because no one can confirm the data quality. So, if one person does something incorrect and it throws the quality of the data, we're always going to need that governance structure above AI that is then checking the output. Okay. Will jobs slightly change with AI? Yes, probably. But, I don't think it's going to completely eradicate people.
Fair play.
Not unless it goes Terminator.
Eradicate people. Fair play, fair play. How familiar are you with films that involve AI and like AI plots? Are you well versed, or do you not know many?
There's a great one called Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf. Have you seen that?
I have not. Is that a recent movie, or is it an old movie? What's
relatively old. It's like when the
pre-Transformers or post-Transformers?
Like middle of Transformers, I think. Maybe pre to like middle of when he was still in Transformers. It's to do with like a military AI, and it then started like just going haywire and guessing when people, kind of like Minority Report. It was guessing when people were going to commit crimes. Cool. That's a great one. Minority Report is also pretty good.
Do you mind if I be a little bit nosy? I'm just going to zoom back out again. What room are we in right now? What room are you in, Josh? Like, I'm in my dining room.
Oh, I'm in the office. My office.
The office. You have an office.
I do. I've hijacked this room. Yeah.
What's behind you? There's some cupboards behind you. What's on top of the cupboards?
That is an old Xbox and then an under desk wire cable thing.
Okay. And then I'm also going to be a little bit nosy. Just behind you, directly behind you, there's a picture frame on the wall. What pictures are in the picture frame? If it's not too personal.
No, that's fine. It's mainly pictures of me, my wife, and then the sonogram from Noah.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Who we can hear in the background, by the way. He sounds awesome.
God.
No, don't. But there's a time when I was interviewing Alex von Schormeister from Xero, the MD for UK of Xero,
yes.
right, on this show. And Phoebe, my daughter, decided to pop along and have a little chat while I'm live. So, mate, no judgment. It is what it is. Like she put a full-on face in there, said hello to everybody. She was kind of cute, but also kind of annoying at the same time. You know how kids are. Yeah, annoying and cute at the same time. It is what it is. So, mate, no judgment, no shame. We're enjoying his little giggles and stuff like that.
Oh, thank you. He's currently getting ready for a nursery lunchtime drop-off.
Yeah. I remember those days. How are you finding starting your own business and being a father?
It's fun. It's fun. Fun is one way. Yeah. No, it's good.
Now I see why you got 8,000 points on your Starbucks card. That's why.
Exactly.
Start a business and a little kid. Yeah.
It's just like the coffee shakes. No, it's great. I don't work Wednesday mornings because I look after him before nursery. Yep. That flexibility is great, and I just absolutely love having the business as well. It's just most importantly, I think just having fun. Like it's fun talking to vendors. It's fun talking to you about stuff that I'm really passionate about, and then being able to support other companies grow, whether that is helping vendors kind of move into different markets, specifically like the UK, and we're looking at the States at the moment as well, or helping at SMEs throw everything into a Miro process map. We can then look at where tech can help and where automations can help as well. It's just, it's really, really fun.
I love Miro. It's a great
it's so good, isn't it?
It's cheap, it's quick, it's easy. You can share it, and you can just drag the different shapes, for the different instances in your workflow. It's so good.
I love a good swim lane as well. When you have different swim lanes for different softwares, you can kind of map. It's like, all right, this is when it's in the project management. This is when it goes into Xero. It's just so clear as well. It's great.
I prefer a BPMN, to be honest. That's my preference, business process
Ooh.
model and notation. Just because of, like, I don't know, that's what I started with. Swim lanes are great, but like I just like a BPMN. They just make it
Interesting.
easy for me. Personal preference. Okay. What are your plans for Hyphen Digital? Like, what's the dream? Is it a case of like in 5-10 years time, you've got 20 staff, you're a global name, or are you happy just being kind of you at the moment and at other? What is the plan? Are you happy to be a consultant, or you plan to grow the business, or do you not know yet?
No, I think we're not going to be a £1 billion consulting firm like KPMG. That's not the appetite. The kind of goals that we have written down is between 5 and 10, both in the UK, and we do see the US as a kind of big market, especially with Xero pushing so hard to kind of claw some of that market share from QuickBooks.
Yep.
So whilst they're doing that, it's going to open up multiple kind of consumers to this ecosystem. They're obviously going to need a guide to navigating that. Hopefully that's where we come in. But you're
back in the game. So I kid you not, this whole time you've been talking, I've been talking to you. I've been trying to figure out how to get the camera back on, and it turns out the camera thingy button was just off because I unplugged my camera. I'm back, people. I can stop vocalizing my reactions and start reacting with my face. Great.
Stunning.
Well done to you, by the way, for carrying on, because that would have thrown most people off, but you handled it like a pro. Like, you kept talking, kept engaging.
The smooth undertones of your voice. It's like listening to smooth jazz.
That's very sweet of you. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, 5 to 10 of us focusing on, the implementation of tech, the operational consultancy, migrating people over from different systems to Xero and starting that journey as well. We find a lot of the time, kind of, if you hit that, bring back the smooth jazz microphone. If you kind of get in early enough, then you're just that trusted source as well. So we get a lot of kind of repeat business as well, which is nice.
Just so you read a comment, but other people haven't read it yet, haven't put it up. Marcus, bring back the smooth jazz. So Marcus, are you saying you don't want to see my face, bruv? Is that what you're saying? You're saying I got a face for radio, bruv? Bring some beef, lose some teeth. Actually, I bet not said to Marcus, he'll diss me with verses, because that. Do you know he's full into like drill and grime.
I didn't know that. Oh wow.
He's got knowledge that other people don't have. He's got wisdom. And he liked it before it was cool as well.
Oh, is that his key point?
Oh, okay. No. The handheld mic was the best, plus the face. Thank you, Marcus. Very kind of you. The handheld mic was cool, but I don't know why. But I used to have like a handheld mic, like an SM58, type microphone, and I had a sound card that for some reason it had like a bit rate difference on it, and it made my voice deeper. No, it made my voice like an extra pitch deeper, so it was like it sounded great, but that wasn't my real voice. So people were like, hey, your voice isn't as cool in real life. I was like, no, I'm sorry, just the sound card does something funny to it. Sorry.
I think your voice is cool, man. Don't worry.
Thank you. I think your voice is cool too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
A bit of a northern twang, am I right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
No. Don't say unfortunately. Be proud of your accent, bro. Be proud. I'm not being sarcastic. Be proud of it. Where do you hail from, good sir?
So I lived in Cheshire, a place called Wilmslow, for like 19 years, and then moved to London. Was in Clapham, Balham for like 3 or 4 years. Moved back to Manchester.
Right.
Met my now wife, and then moved down here.
When we say down here, where's down here? You back down
Yeah,
south?
sorry, I realised that. Suffolk. So
Suffolk.
Okay. Suffolk, East Anglia.
Okay. Did you enjoy being in Clapham/Balham?
It's expensive.
So here's the thing: like back in my day, I am a bit older than you. Clapham wasn't super nice. Like it was a bit rough because there's an end of Clapham that's kind of close to Brixton, and it was a bit rough and it was kind of cheap. And then suddenly it's like, oh wow, now it's stupidly expensive. It's very crazy.
Stupidly expensive. A lot of Aussies. It's quite weird.
A lot of hipsters. No.
Yeah.
A lot of hipsters.
A lot of hipsters. There's. Yeah, it's expensive. I was paying like £750 a month for a cupboard that I was living in.
And let me guess, that's probably a cupboard in a shared flat with like 4 other people.
Oh yeah,
cupboards,
absolutely.
Yeah. It wasn't like your own little mini cupboard. It was like, it's crazy. Getting into London house prices. Anyone else want to comment on London house prices while we're in the mix?
It's like paying for parking permits as well. It was like £250 a month just to park outside your own house.
There are 2 well, there's lots of car parks in Canterbury where I usually work. There's two across the road from each other. There's a place called Castle Street, right? If you go down Castle Street, there's one on the left after you come out of the roundabout, and one on the right. So they're both on the same street. One is £5 or more per day, and no one knows why. I don't understand why one of them is more expensive. So you're someone who's not local to the area, you'll probably turn right and go to the one that costs you £25 a day, or if you turn left, it's £20 a day. You're like, oh. But like, there's no reason as to why the cost is different. They're the same location, literally.
I did see there's a LinkedIn post around someone was selling a parking spot. It was like 170 grand they wanted for it.
Wait, is this in Knightsbridge or Mayfair? Like where you can park your Bentley? Where is this parking spot? What's so good about this parking? That's insane.
I think I sent it to someone, so I can send it to you afterwards. It was like, it's an underground parking spot. It's like, well, okay. Still, that's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's someone very wealthy who can afford such things.
Yes. And they put in the description like, oh, it's extra wide. It's like, oh, so you can open your car door that tiny bit more as opposed to climbing through the sunroof.
Okay, since we're talking about cars, what kind of car do you drive at the moment?
A BMW iX1, so electric SUV.
Okay. Putting it through the business, right? Yeah.
No.
That's a personal question to ask. All right, that's cool. Are you enjoying the BMW iX? Did you say iX3?
iX1. Yeah, it's the first like full electric car that I've had, which range anxiety is a thing, obviously. Yep. But I drove down to Maidstone 2 weeks ago, got down with like 50%, charged there at the customers, and then drove back. It's perfect. I think it's really good if you...
Wait, you charged at the customers? Did you pay them for the electricity?
They were like, do you need to charge? I was like, absolutely, please.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I know. Really, I work with some nice people.
Wait, how often are you in Maidstone?
Yeah,
That's like 20 minutes from me. We should hang out. Grab a coffee.
I'm due back. I've got 2 more days kind of booked in. So we'll do that.
Let's do that. Sorry, look at us like arranging diaries in the middle of a live stream. Like, people don't want to see this stuff. Okay. Are you a car person naturally, or you're not particularly interested? Like car person?
No, not. We kind of went for an SUV because we could fit the buggy in. We had this massive buggy, and we had a BMW Series 1, and it was just it was not fitting in the back. No.
Okay, hear me out. Let me try and coax out of you. Let's say Hyphen Digital does lots of consulting, and in 5 years' time, you're turning over 5 million. You can get a really cool company car. What is your dream car? Money's no object.
Car.
Yeah, dream
Money's
car.
no.
Something ridiculous.
I mean,
not practical, just ridiculous. And there is no judgment, by the way. It's a safe space.
The most tax-effective car is still Porsche Taycan, isn't it?
Electric, yeah, fine.
I don't know. I've always fancied a Polestar. I think they look kind of like pretty futuristic. Still electric, still good for the planet. I'm not that into the whole supercar thing. Have you ever watched Matt Armstrong on YouTube?
I have not.
It's just a guy, super interesting. It's like hour-long videos. He buys cars that have been crashed or wrecked or water damaged, and then does them up, and then just keeps them. So he'll buy like a Aston Martin that someone crashed and it's been written off, and then he'll completely gut it, put it all back together, and then he'll like give it to his dad, for example. I'd rather kind of watch stuff. I'm not that fussed around like, is it a Lamborghini or Ferrari kind of thing. It's just like, can it get me to A to B? Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, I'm with you on the Polestar thing. I've got a test drive booked in May. I tried test driving a Tesla a couple of weeks ago. I didn't like it.
Oh,
first of all, regen braking, really grabby. Didn't like that. Also, it's my first time driving any form of automatic car, so it was very new to me. Also, what I didn't like is the lack of buttons and switches to do basic things. So like, it was raining the day I did the test drive, right, and the auto wipers weren't wiping fast enough for my liking. I couldn't see. So to turn up the wipers to go quicker, I had to look to the left to the screen and try and make them go faster. And I know it's got voice control. I figured that out eventually. But when I use the voice control, there's like a 2-second delay where it goes bing, then it listens to my voice, and another 2-second delay to actually change the wipers. By then, I could have wrapped my car around a tree because I couldn't see.
Yeah,
it was dumb.
That's not great.
It's a design flaw.
Yeah, that's not great. I think I'm a sucker for the infographic system. Yeah, I'm very anti-Ford because I drove a Ford Transit van for like 3 years,
Hmm.
and the infographic system is just terrible. So it's like, oh, they make great vans, terrible cars.
I don't understand this trend towards putting infographics systems in the middle of the dashboard. Like, just I know I sound like a grumpy old man right now, but just regular dials that worked before, and
Yeah.
stalks and stems for my indicators and wiper fluid. It makes sense. Like, they've taken a step backwards. I know it looks really cool and futuristic, but it actually makes it harder to drive the vehicle. So yeah,
Absolutely. It's more distractions, isn't it? Like Apple came out with that CarPlay Plus, and they were like, oh yeah, all of these car manufacturers are going to go with it. It's going to take over the entire dash.
Yeah.
And then they all pulled out, and people are like, oh, why? It's like, well, why would you want to give away the speed dial to Apple? That seems pretty ridiculous.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Marcus is actually bringing us back on track with a work-related question. Thank you, Marcus. Marcus Batson. What would be Josh's and yours, D-Rod, top 5 underrated software apps? Well, none of the apps I recommend are underrated because they're always the awesome ones. So sorry, they're not underrated.
That's true.
No, okay. That's a really good one because there's so many apps out there.
It's like, is someone going to be offended if you say that they're underrated?
Exactly. I tell you, like, there's a few apps that are having to scale back because of the Xero API thing that were kind of cool, that were kind of niche, that were doing okay, but because of the cost of the APIs, they're not going to be there anymore.
One that I'm an absolute sucker for, looking at like the bigger picture of an app. So not just the capabilities, but like the people behind it, the support behind it as well. You can't recommend something if there's just no support because the customer's going to get frustrated, looks back at you. Recount, Alex, one of the co-founder, great guy. He was pretty vocal on the Xero changes, but Recount's a great little app as well. He'll probably be offended that I called it a little app, so sorry. Great app. There was a question in, it was either Digital Disruptors or CFOs Stack, the Slack community.
Yeah.
Heather Smith asked, it was like, oh, give me like the name of the tool and like the problem it solves. And someone put, oh, Recount saves my sanity. I think that's just a great testimonial for them as well.
Okay, so underrated one. I'm gonna say the one that Josh, you worked for a little while ago. Next Minute was a really good app. It didn't quite take off on the UK market. It's still available, but it's really good for tradies and builders, for SMEs specifically, because you've got like these big ones out there like Fergus and Sin7, which are like, almost like MRP type dealies. If you are a trade person and you want to get your pricing done really well, Next Minute don't pay me for this, by the way. They don't pay Josh anymore. Like, it's a good app that links to Xero, that does the job really well, relatively cheaply, making sure jobs costings are done. Like, it's really underrated, and no one went for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I've cheated. I've gone to the Xero App Store to remind myself some of the apps I've looked at in the past because I've seen so many.
I have to go back to our Miro shout. Great, great tool. Just you can dump stuff in there. You can share it.
Miro.
Great kind of collaborative tool.
For payroll, BrightPay is pretty decent. Like, I've had colleagues who work in the payroll game. BrightPay is a pretty good one. If payroll is not your expertise, it works very well with Xero. Integrates, does all the journals. Again, it's because people don't. I don't know. Payroll's not sexy, right? So
yeah.
But if you're a business owner out there and you've got a bookkeeper doing payroll for you, and you've got Xero, I'll say it's loud. Xero payroll is not that great, but BrightPay, really good. That's it. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. ServiceMate's pretty good. I don't know. Depends on the size of your business. So many. I've lost track of how many apps I've reviewed and looked at. I'm not gonna lie.
There is. We've just done a advisory report for someone that we looked at multi-entity reporting. So we kind of looked at Join as well. Join's
Mayday.
a really nice one.
Mayday's a good
Mayday.
one. That's
Obviously,
a great one.
Mr. David Tuck.
Which is
man,
one of those ones, like, 'cause it adds that layer without
Yeah.
tons of extra cost. Really good one. Yeah, sorry, Mayday, give them a shout out. But yeah, sorry.
Shout out Mayday.
Yeah.
There's.
Oh wait, I know.
There's loads.
Zama. Zama is a really good integration.
You see,
that
I
works
was
really
going to
well
say
for
that,
accountants.
but I didn't know how to pronounce
Zama.
it.
Set with an X. Zama. Xama. Zama. Right? Let me make sure I did that properly before we'll get chewed out. AML is really, really important. Zama. Xama. Buy it now. Zama Technologies.
Yes, Marcus is great at LinkedIn posts because I know more about anti-money laundering than I probably should, mainly from it.
Well, anti-money laundering or money laundering. It's bad. Don't do it.
Oh, there you go.
That's all
Great
you need to
summary.
know. No. But the point is, it's really hard to track it. And if you let the computer do the heavy lifting, like just the days you had to especially for accountants and bookkeepers, where you've got to do your anti-money laundering checks, doing it manually is a pain in the backside. Just let the computers do it and sync it up. Zama will do it with you / for you. Marcus hasn't paid me for this, by the way. Scribe.
Yeah, come across Scribe?
No, I haven't. What is Scribe?
Game changer. So it's a Google Chrome extension. You tick it, and then you run through like how to raise a purchase order. It will then screenshot every time you click, and then when you hit save, it then puts it into like a step-by-step guide. But the killer is you can create a page that then holds multiple scribes. So like every time we implement a platform, we run through the entire process of like how to create a job, how to raise a purchase order, how to raise an invoice. It's all in one place. It's all relevant to their workflow. And then the customer just keeps that. It's like a knowledge base.
That's genius. Like operating procedures.
It's SOPs. And it's just, you run through it once, it saves it. You can highlight specific things on the page. You can redact stuff. It's brilliant.
I feel kind of bad for the people who've been sitting here for the last 40 minutes hearing us chat rubbish, and you finally give some absolute pearls of wisdom. They had to wait a whole 40 minutes to get here. Do you mean like?
I mean that's why you take that snippet of like that 30 seconds and you just absolutely hammer that.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I use AI to clip this up. I'm not sitting here editing this stuff. I ain't got time for that. So if AI decides it's clip worthy, hey AI, clip this bit, then it might. But sometimes I tell it to clip it in the live. I'm like, hey, that's clip worthy. It doesn't do it. Don't listen.
You need to do. You see, that's why AI won't replace us all, because it's not doing what you want.
Do you know what's really funny? As much as I enjoy this show and I like getting the nuggets of wisdom and people talking about their expertise and sharing knowledge, because this is a LinkedIn live stream first and foremost, so people want. But no one cares about the business stuff. You've just given a really good promotion for a tool that people could use, right? And if I clip that up, no views. Now, if I clip up the next question I ask you, it'll get tons of views. Josh, if there was one fictional character from a TV show, comic book, cartoon, movie, or otherwise that you could punch in the face and get away with no judgment, who would you want to punch? Who irks you? Who grinds your gears? The character, not the person.
You know what? I saw you ask that, and I've been thinking about it all week. just as a precaution, I still haven't come up with one. It's more like, have you been watching The Boys?
I love The Boys. It's great. You punch Homelander.
I mean, someone deserves it. If you're going to get away with it, so he can't laser beam you.
Laser you back. You punch Homelander. So
or
assuming
his kid, because he feel like he needs a bit of like tough love to like go towards Billy as a parent. You can't really punch a kid, but
No. You can punch a kid because I've got 3 that I want to hit, and 2 of them are kids. So they're fictional characters, by the way. Not the people, the fictional characters. So you'd punch Homelander.
I would punch Homelander, yeah.
But I presume you've taken the compound V serum to give super strength. He can't laser you back on terms, and you give him a good.
Yeah, sort your life out kind of thing.
I mean, isn't it kind of cool how actors play villains so well, right? Because like people dislike that character, but he's done it so well.
Yeah, he's done it, absolutely brilliantly as well. Like you almost detest him.
Yeah, he's a horrible character. Almost like I can't remember the actor's name. Sorry, the guy who plays Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Like he played that perfectly.
Yes.
Like everyone wants to be a lovable character, but playing an evil, mean, vindictive character is hard, and he does it so well. We all dislike that guy.
It's the same with like Alan Rickman. Everyone absolutely loved his character because there's this, what he did with it.
Yeah. Well, apart from in Love Actually.
Oh, you see, another one absolutely detested him. Like, why would you do that? Oh.
Threw it all away. Lovely wife, great family. Just yeah.
What a film!
What a film. By the way, the Love Actually drinking game. If you Google it, there is a Love Actually drinking game that's been around on the internet for years. It's got like 10 different rules. It is a great game for Christmas. I watched the movie at Christmas. I played the drinking game. If you like drinking, actually, even if you don't like drinking, it's just fun to watch. Like one of the rules is like take a drink every time you see someone with a turtleneck. Take a drink every time someone says actually. And it's a fun game to play even if you're not drinking. You just watch it and be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. That comes up a lot.
Drink every time someone tries to nervously explain their emotions or feelings. So, no, drink every time Colin Firth is cringy.
It's every time he's on screen.
Almost every time in that film. I know. Are you a movie buff? Do you like movies or just a casual movie?
I do like movies. Do like TV shows. We've just finished. Have you got Apple TV?
I don't have Apple TV, but I have watched Ted Lasso and Shrinking.
Shrinking. That was what I was going to say. Oh,
it's an amazing show. For the audience who don't know, could you summarize Shrinking in like 20 seconds? What is it? Who's in it? What's it about?
Yeah, so Shrinking stars Harrison Ford, Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother, and I think that's it for famous people. Basically, it's about a therapist.
Sure. Yeah.
It's about a therapist who has a daughter, and his wife dies, and then it's about him kind of navigating that grief and the support system that he has. It sounds really dire, but it's one of those. It's like it just makes you feel really good, and then like 2 minutes before the end, it will just punch you in the gut, and then you'll want to cry. And Harrison Ford is unbelievable in it. Like plays.
I don't think he's acting.
With an illness.
I don't think he's acting in that film. I think that's him.
It's the
dryness.
Oh god, it's like
cantankerousness.
The last 2 episodes, without trying to ruin it, of the 3rd season.
I've only watched season 1.
Oh, mate, you're in for a treat. Oh, it gets so much better.
I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but I got to the Safe DICK episode. Is that season 1 or season 2?
That is the end of season 1.
Yes, I got to. That's all I've got. That's all I've watched. Season 1.
Yeah, it's like Liz is just an embodiment of someone who just doesn't give a damn, wants to go about their own way.
I haven't got Apple TV. That's the issue, and I can't do another subscription. You know what I mean? I got rid of my Prime a little while back because I was like, this is ridiculous.
Oh, I'll find you a 1-month trial. You can binge watch it in a month.
I know I can. Thank you. I realise I've asked you lots of questions. You've been very cool with answering these questions. Do you have any questions for me?
Obviously, we're in a kind of similar space with the work that we do. What's the most fun project that you've had that you've enjoyed? Not necessarily from like it helped the client massively, but what gave you the most enjoyment?
I got to tell a business owner they're being a dumbass in those exact words and got away with it.
I love it. What was the context?
They wanted to buy a new CRM and they were looking at really expensive ones. Company turns over about 10 million. So they know what they're doing. They're established. They've been around for about 15 years. They want to grow. And the business owner was like, I want to spend this much money. I was like, you don't need to spend that much money. And we went back and forth and I did proposals and I showed explanations. And when this is taking a long time, you're being a dumbass, just make a decision and I recommend this one because of this. And he went, you can't speak to me. I was like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. We've known each other a while. This is the client I've got a relationship with, by the way. I'm not saying it's someone new, but I got with it. Stop being an idiot. I didn't do it in front of his team either. I was just like, stop being an idiot. Stop being a dumbass. Come on. You know this is the right one. And then it turns out like basically he had his kind of heart set on this particular software because of like one good sales pitch. I was like, no one does business this way. Like, why? I get that they did a good pitch, but like they don't do like 5 of the things you needed to do. And it's like, yeah, you're being right. I'm being really emotional right now. I was like, yeah, I'm really emotional. Stop being a dumbass. Like, stop. I get that they did a good pitch, but like, it's not what you need.
Yeah, no, it's people not wanting to make a decision as well. It's that an initial step is, especially if you're locked in. Like, I'm very anti like 1 year, 2 year contracts. It needs to be kind of rolling.
Those are dead now. I mean, unless I get where software companies do it. I get why they do it. So for larger organizations with larger systems, there is a huge outlay for the vendor to implement the system. I get that. So the return on investment, like, locked in for 2-3 years. But at the same time, I'd say change your model so you make more profit in the first couple of months or first year, as opposed to just, make a loss for 2 years and then you make profit on the 3rd year. I don't like the long-term tying contracts.
Yeah, and it's like we've seen some like horror cases as well when they've been paying something for a year, they come up to renewal and it's like 2 times the price. And it's like, okay, what am I meant to do now?
And they've got all your data and all your staff now to use that system. It's like, well, okay, kind of got you over a barrel. Yes, I don't like that.
Florentina did a post a couple of weeks ago around someone was quoted like thousands of pounds just for read-only access to their own data because they wanted to move. And it's just like stuff like that. It's
absurd.
But if you good option if you want a CRM. HubSpot have a secret deal where $9 a month per user for small businesses.
Don't they have a free version as well? Like you can get HubSpot for free.
They have a free version.
It's limited, yeah.
This is like you get the starter packages for everything. So you could put a form on your website that's filled out, automatically goes into your CRM. You can then do your newsletters from that, all with this kind of starter package as well.
Oh, okay. Because HubSpot, when they came out, like I remember checking them out, they are killing it, aren't they? A lot of people are using HubSpot. It's got a good review. I think the only problem when it first came out is like I remember it had like this free option, and then the jump from free to like big was quite large at the time.
The jump from like the marketing, I think their marketing starter is normally 18, and then their marketing professional is like 800.
Yeah, it was like
it's crazy.
Yeah, so if you're like a micro, you're like, why is it suddenly? But then they actually do have the functionality of a larger CRM as well. Like they do compete with Salesforce sometimes, don't they? So
yeah, it's a great kind of starter. Like even the free version for logging contact records. If you use Outlook or Gmail, just install the extension and it will automatically log every email you send. Especially like across teams, it's brilliant.
I used to use Capsule back in the day. I like Capsule. I haven't used it in a while, so it might have changed. But I remember that was pretty good for SMEs as well. There you go, Marcus. Answering your question before. Underrated software app, Capsule CRM, great for SMEs, not too expensive, does a good job.
You know, I've got another one for you. Granola.
Okay.
Heard of Granola?
I have not. Well, the bar, yeah, but
the bar, yeah. AI note taker.
Doesn't
record audio, just records audio and then transcribes it. It's brilliant.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So what you can do is I work with a vendor, for example, and after every meeting I have with their customers, they want like a detailed report of what happened in that meeting. So I've put an AI prompt in. So every time that I have a meeting, I click a button and it just fills the form out for me. So I just copy and paste the answers based off the meeting I've just had into this vendor's form. Bob's your uncle.
That's pretty decent. Granola, I'll have to check that one out. See, use the technology. Don't know the technology use you. That means nothing. That was a throwaway comment. I know what I'm talking about. Any other questions for me, good sir? Or should we wrap this up? Like we got on 10 minutes on the clock. We can finish it off early.
I'm gonna have to ask you my age-old question. Meal deal.
Oh, what's in my meal deal?
What's in your meal deal? Oh no, we'll scrap that. If you were to make the best sandwich on planet Earth for me, what would you?
If I'm making a sandwich for you or a sandwich for me?
You're making it for you, and I'll eat it. But you know, be nice. Okay. I want like the bread as well. Like, give me a bread choice.
Okay, so I will go for, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's like a protein-based sourdough. I can't remember what they're called, but it's, you know, I'm all about the protein in my meals, by the way.
Obviously.
That's what it's about. So it's kind of thick sourdough type bread. I'd have it extra thick cut as well, like not too thin. I hate it was too thin. I would lightly toast the bread on the inside as well, because I don't want it to become mush. I need it to have some substance. We will have mayonnaise and mustard mixed together, probably English mustard. It's a weird mix, but it goes well. Okay. I would then on one bread. On the other side of the bread, I'd do some beef drippings for flavor.
Nice.
I would then put down a bed of pastrami. Then probably some truffle infused salami. Then lettuce for health and crunch, because you know, maybe some spring onions if I want a little zhuzh.
Cool.
I'd actually put some seasoning on my sandwich. I'd probably put some smoked paprika and a little bit of freshly cracked black pepper. And then, so I've already put beef, I've got pork. I'd put a thin layer of chicken on there.
Nice.
And some bacon for saltiness, and then wedge it together. And maybe some capers just to get some salty. Yeah.
No, interesting.
Oh, and some sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut in sandwiches. Sorry. So basically, like an advanced Reuben. It's my
yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
No pickles. Not a fan of pickles. Pastrami.
That's what I use the sauerkraut for, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that saltiness.
Yeah. So sauerkraut, capers, beef dripping, mustard and mayo on one side, lettuce, 3 different types of meat. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, maybe some melted cheese, maybe. Yeah.
It's just solid. 8.5, maybe.
Thank you. Yeah, I take my sandwiches seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Good. There's,
And the meal deal thing.
Yeah, go
I
on.
need to I need to ask that question more often. Like you posted it a couple of months ago, and I keep forgetting to ask it. So Josh's question is something like, when you're going for a meal deal, your £5 meal deal, what's your usual go-to? And people, because I often talk to other accountants and bookkeepers and stuff like that, they ask more questions when you ask questions, because they're like, well, am I going to Waitrose? Am I going to Sainsbury's? Am I going to Tesco? Am I buying a premium meal deal? Because the premium ones in Tesco are £7.50 as opposed to £5, and you get a different type
Yeah.
of. These are important things to know. And if you do in Waitrose, £5 is getting you nothing.
Exactly. It's getting you your free coffee and a newspaper. That's about it.
Exactly. But for me, I'll usually get some meat-based sandwich, like a pastrami sandwich. I've said it before. My additional thing I've noticed, because I want to get my calories worth, I usually actually get a Ginster's pie. That's actually your snack. You can get a Ginster's pie as a snack, so I get one of those. And drink-wise, I'm not a huge fan of caffeine crash, so I only have like 1 or 2 cups of coffee per week. So I don't get a Red Bull or a Monster.
God.
I will usually get, if I'm feeling healthy, like a kombucha to try to help digest all the food, the crap I've just eaten. Or an iron brew. An iron brew is an underrated drink.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Right? It's underrated.
Absolutely agree. Yeah.
I don't know what it's made of. I don't know what flavour it is.
Scottish goodness.
I don't know. But it's just delicious. Iron brew. Like,
yeah.
I understand why it outsells Coca-Cola in Scotland. It's a delicious drink. It's great.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
But to be honest, I don't get meal deals that often. I'm trying to watch my wallet. So I'm bringing lunch to work like a chump.
Yeah, it's about. I'm in this phase of making bread at the moment. I make bread like 2 times a week, because when you start to peel back the layers of like UPFs, which is a whole nother topic. It's like, let's just make our own bread.
So like, UPFs, please explain for the people who don't know.
Oh God, it's a kind of words. Ultra processed foods.
Yeah, they're not great.
They're not great, and it's like you look at like the salt and the sugar contents of bread. Like if you look at American bread, for example,
it's the worst.
It is the absolute worst.
I'm going to start beef with this. American chocolate, Hershey's, the worst.
American chocolate in general, terrible.
The worst. Americans, come at me. I'm ready. Actually, don't come at me. You have guns. So.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's like every time I go over there, it's just like, all right, health kick, no chocolate, but then all the food's got added grease in, so it's like you make up for it there.
Sam Green, so sorry to you both. I've been in a meeting since 12, but was determined to get on to see Josh in action. You know what, Sam? Man. I don't accept your apology. You know why? This is your 3rd or 4th apology. They're meaningless to me now. It's like 3rd or 4th apology about not being on the show or missing the show, coming late. So, no, I don't accept your apology. Actions speak louder than words, Sam Green.
He's a busy man,
It's kind of a big deal. RQ, there you go, an underrated app/system.
Yes,
RQ, great system.
RQ.
Again, these people don't pay me for this. They don't pay you for this.
We should have like a donation button that just buys us meal deals.
Oh, I have a Patreon. I just completely forget. I keep forgetting to put it on here.
There you go. You need to put it on when the nice jingle comes on.
Support this show. Do you know what the annoying thing about Patreon is? You can't make a smaller amount than £5. Because I was like, people don't want to spend £5 a month on this. I was like, can we make it like £1 as a one-off? You can't do that because they don't make enough money, basically.
There's like isn't there one like Buy Me a Coffee, which is
there a Buy Me a Coffee button?
I think there's one that's like Buy Me a Coffee, yeah. Oh, I've just seen it pop up. Sorry.
Then I take it back. So we see how fleeting that apology was. If you were insincere, Sam, you wouldn't have taken it back. I'm messing with you. I like Sam. He's cool. You should get a Buy Me a Coffee link on the site. Okay, thank you.
There you go.
I'll look into the Buy Me a Coffee, or buy us a coffee, right? Like the guest gets a coffee, I get a coffee. I don't know. When Tony's here, he gets a coffee because we all like coffee. It's been an hour, Josh. Thank you for being on the show.
No, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
We could talk for ages. Honestly, we generally could. Enjoy talking to you. Before you go, do you have a pearl of wisdom or a nugget of advice, work-wise or life-wise, that you want to share with the audience? I'll hit end stream after you finish saying it.
Oh, that's very much on the spot. I don't like. I don't use AI coaches because that's all I've seen on LinkedIn for like the past 2 days. Yeah, data in, data out. No, I think LinkedIn is a great place if you use it right, and I've made some pretty cool friends on there just from a professional kind of aspect, like Mr. Sam Green. Met him through LinkedIn, and then was introduced at, I think it was like Accountex. Marcus as well. Never actually met him. I think he's a cool dude with good Photoshop skills. Make the kind of most out of LinkedIn and network as possible.